Tragedy struck New Orleans in the U.S. as a truck drove into a large crowd on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter, killing at least 10 people and injuring 30 others. Witnesses said that the truck crashed into the crowd at high speed and the driver then exited the vehicle and began firing a weapon. Police reportedly returned fire during the chaos. The New Orleans Police Department has confirmed fatalities but stated that details remain unclear. Investigations are underway as the city grapples with this horrifying accident. We have my colleague Kabir Naqvi now joining us from the newsroom with more details. Kabir, talk to us. This is a tragedy on New Year's Day in New Orleans.
No, you're absolutely right, Krishna. I mean, the street, this is the Bourbon Street where the accident actually took place. People were thronging the streets. It's New Year's Day. The gold and shimmery lights were suddenly taken over by the red and blue hooters of the emergency services. Beg your pardon. And the cops that were the first responders on the scene. I'm just going to quickly read out some of the statements that are coming across from the New Orleans Emergency Medical Services. They said the 8th district, which is the French Quarter that you were talking about, Krishna, is currently working a mass casualty incident. They've already termed it a mass casualty event involving a vehicle that drove into a large crowd on Canal and Bourbon Street. There are 30 people that have been injured. They have quickly been transported by the NOEMS, which is the Emergency Medical Services, and 10 fatalities. And that's just the initial number that has come about, Krishna. A mass casualty incident is what the emergency services are calling this. No further details as to who the driver is. There is a manhunt for the driver that's absconding at this point in time. At least that's what NBC and several other news agencies in the United States are talking about today. But this is a deadly vehicle incident, and mind you, Krishna, it's not just the New Year's Eve. This incident is coming just hours before the Sugar Bowl game. It's a high-level college football game, and you know how seriously Americans take their college level sports as well. You had the Georgia University and Notre Dame University going up against each other in this Sugar Bowl final. And the Sugar Bowl in itself, just like the Super Bowl, the elder brother of this competition, it attracts a lot of people from the length and breadth of the United States. That's the latest that we're picking up. As of now, this is the Bourbon Street area. It's the French Quarter in the 8th district in New Orleans where the tragedy struck. We also are learning that there were gunshots that were heard whilst the car ramming incident was going on. We're still to identify what was the make of the car. Was it a truck? Was it a van? Was it just any other pickup truck? Or was it a heavy grade vehicle of sorts? But there were gunshots that were heard as well. And at the moment, the casualty count, at least what US reports are telling us, is that at least 10 people have been killed and about 30 people that were quickly rushed to the nearby hospitals for treatment, Krishna.
At least 10 people have been killed. That's the latest that we're getting on this horrifying tragedy in New Orleans in the US. Thank you, Kabir.